Welcome students. So now in this video we will solve PYQs on electric charges and fields. If you like this video and feel it is helpful, so request you to please share with all your friends and ask them to subscribe. Now first problem if I take electric field at a distance r from an infinite long charged straight conductor having linear charge density lambda is E1. Another uniformly charged conductor having same linear charge density is bent into a semicircle of radius r. The electric field at its center is E2. Then you are required to find which relation is correct. Now first if I take a infinite long charged wire. So infinite long, it is infinite. I will take it is positively charged, linear charge density is lambda. At a distance r, I will take point P, this distance is r. So here electric field he has given as E1. So E1 formula if I take for linear charge density, E1 is given by lambda by 2 pi epsilon naught into r. This equation I will take it as 1. Now second part if I take second. Another wire having same linear charge density is bent into a form of semicircle. Now here this formula you should know. Now suppose there is a wire bent in a form of arc having linear charge density lambda, radius r, making an angle theta at the center, making an angle theta. So this is wire, solid line which I have taken. So this is wire, it is having linear charge density lambda. Then electric field at center O, electric field at center O is given by equation 1 ಒಳಗಿಂದ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ನೆನಪಿಡ್ರಿ. ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ವೈರ್ದು ನೀವು ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಗೂ ಓದ್ತೀರಿ. ಲ್ಯಾಂಬ್ಡಾ ಬೈ 2 ಪೈ ಎಪ್ಸಿಲಾನ್ ನಾಟ್ ಇಂಟು ಆರ್. ಕರ್ವ್ಡ್ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರ ಆರ್ಕ್ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಸೈನ್ ಥೀಟಾ ಬೈ 2 ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಸೈನ್ ಥೀಟಾ ಬೈ ದಿಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಯು ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್. ರೆಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಗೆ ಇದು ಓದೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ದಿಸ್. Electric field at the center due to a curved, or you can say due to an arc which is charged, is given by this formula. Now if you read the question is bent in the form of semicircle, he says. So he is telling a semicircle. Semicircle means theta will be equal to 180 degree. So semicircle ಅಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಈ type ಹಿಂಗ್ round ಹಿಂಗ್ curve ಬರ್ತದೆ. Center ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತದ O, so total angle will be 180. Now if you substitute this in the formula which I have highlighted, E2 is equal to, here in problem he has given it as E2 ಅಂತಾನೆ. So substitute ಮಾಡಿ simplify ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. E2 is equal to lambda divided by 2 pi epsilon naught r. Theta 180 and tumbira 180 by 2 is 90. So this is sin 90. Sin 90 is 1. So you will have lambda divided by 2 pi epsilon naught into r. This is equation 2. Equation 2. Now check 1 and 2. So from 1 and 2 ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದ್ರಿ? From 1 and 2 E1 is equal to E2. E1 is equal to E2. Means option B is the answer. B is the answer. Clear adare? So you should remember that formula which I had highlighted, that is electric field due to a charged arc. Now second one. A cubical Gaussian surface has a side of length 10 centimeters. So side length is 10 centimeters. Electric field lines are parallel to x-axis as shown. So in figure, if you see, electric field is parallel to x-axis. The magnitude of electric field through surface A, B, C, D and E, F, G, H are 6 kilonewton per coulomb and 9 kilonewton per coulomb. So electric field through surface A, B, C, D. A, B, C, here D is not printed, D. So here electric field is 6 kilonewton per coulomb. And if you take E, F, G, H, here it is 9 kilonewton per coulomb. Then total charge enclosed by the cube, means you are required to find Q. You are required to find Q. Now from Gauss theorem, if I take what Gauss theorem says, phi is equal to 1 by epsilon naught summation Q. Phi is equal to 1 by epsilon naught summation Q. So total charge enclosed. So Q will be equal to epsilon naught flux. This net flux will be flux outside, which is moving out of Gaussian surface, is taken as positive. Flux which is coming inside is negative. So Q is epsilon naught flux out minus flux in. Now this equation I will take it as 1. But here he has not given flux. Instead of that, he has given value of E, 6 kilonewton per coulomb, 9 kilonewton per coulomb. Now if I take flux definition, phi is equal to E cos theta into ds. E cos theta into ds. So theta is angle between E and normal to the surface. Now rough, if I take A, B, C, D surface, if I take A, B, C, D, E type adari A, B, C, D. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಕೊರೋದ್ರಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಪರ್ಪೆಂಡಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್, ಇದು ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈದ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಅದ, ಈ ಮತ್ತು ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಎರಡು ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಅದಾವ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಥೀಟಾ ಏನಾಯ್ತ್ರಿ 0. ಸೊ ಕಾಸ್ ಥೀಟಾ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 1. ಸೊ ಕಾಸ್ ಥೀಟಾ 1 ಆಗ್ತದ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಫ್ಲಕ್ಸ್ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೈಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ E into ds, E into ds, where ds is area. Now this I will substitute in equation 1. You substitute in equation 1. So if I substitute, Q is equal to epsilon naught flux out means it is E out minus E in, which is entering the surface. In both ds I am taking common, that I have written outside. So flux out jagaದಾಗ ತುಂಬಿರೆ E out into ds minus E in into ds. ds I have taken common. Now if you observe the figure, cubical Gaussian surface adari. Observe ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ E is coming inward in A, B, C, D. So ಇದು 6 ಏನದರ್ಲೆ this is E in ಆಗ್ತದೆ, which is entering ಅಂದಂಗ. E, F, G, H ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಇದ್ರಾಗಿಂದ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಹೊರಗೆ ಹೊಂಟವ. So this is E out. E out. Now substitute. So epsilon naught. Epsilon naught he has given 9 into 10 raised to minus 12 into, directly I will write E out minus E in, means 9 minus 6 3 kilo it is. So 10 raised to 3. ds is area. 10 centimeter side of the area will be a square. So 10 square, you can say 10 centimeter means 10 into 10 raised to minus 2 bracket square. So area is a square. So area a square, that is 10 into 10 raised to minus 2 the bracket square. ಈಗ simplify ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, in 2 steps you will have the answer. So 2 step ಒಳಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. So if you observe, you should get positive. Positive ಅಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ದು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ ಆಗುದಿಲ್ಲ, ಡಿ ಆಗುದಿಲ್ಲ. So if I simplify this, 9 3s are 27. 9 3s are 27. So ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಬರುದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇದಾಗುದಿಲ್ಲ. 27 ಬರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕತ್ತದಂದ್ರೆ ನಂದು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಿ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಸಿ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಸೊ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೇನೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. 9 into 3 27. In 12 3 ಹೋಯ್ತಂದ್ರೆ you will have 10 raised to minus 9. Then if you simplify this, 10 into 10 raised to minus 2 means 10 square is 100 into 10 raised to minus 4. So this is equal to 27 into 10 raised to minus 9 into, if I simplify this, it is 10 raised to minus 2. If you take these two, 27 into 10 raised to minus 2 means 0.27. 10 raised to minus 9 means nano coulomb. So C. So exam ಒಳಗೆ ನೀವು ಎಂಡ್ ತನ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತಿಲ್ಲ. ಈ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ನಾ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ದಲ್ರಿ 27 ಅಂತ ಬಂತು. ಸೊ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ದಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ C will be the answer. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಅದರಿ? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್. A positively charged glass rod is brought near an uncharged metal sphere which is mounted on an insulated stand. So there is a sphere mounted on a stand which is insulated. A positively charged glass rod is brought near this sphere. So ಹತ್ರ ತಂದ್ವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಳಗ ಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದ್ರಿ, ರೀಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್. ಸೊ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಆರ್ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ while positive charges move to the far end. ಮುಂದೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಇಫ್ ದ ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಮೂವ್ಡ್, it should be is, is removed, net charge on the metal sphere. If you observe, there is no earthing, earth connect ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ earth connect ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟ ನಮ್ದು ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಉಳಿತದ. So now suppose if you remove this glass rod, again the charges on sphere gets neutralized. So total net charge on the metal will be 0. So option A is the answer. If suppose is the metal sphere insulated stand ಮೇಲೆ ಅದ, you are bringing a glass rod near to it. A glass rod you are bringing near to it, positively charged. So negative ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬರ್ತವೆ, positive will be at the far end. Far end if you connect to the earth, earthing connect ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. Now if you connect it to earth, these all positive charges get neutralized. You earth ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಅನ್ಬೋದು earthing ದಿಂದ. ಆವಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತದ್ರಿ, if you remove the glass rod, so negative charge remains on the surface. ಸೊ ಬಹಳ ಮಂದಿ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಏನ್ರಿ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಅಂತ ಬರೀತಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅರ್ಥಿಂಗ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅರ್ತ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಆನ್ ದಿ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಲೈಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಆಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಉಳಿತದ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ 0. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ, an electric dipole with dipole moment 4 into 10 raised to minus 9 coulomb meter. So dipole moment ಕೊಟ್ಟಾನ 4 into 10 raised to minus 9 coulomb meter is aligned at 30 degree with direction of electric field 5 into 10 raised to 4. The magnitude of torque acting on a dipole. So simple adare, torque formula ಬರೋದು substitute ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. Torque is given by PE into sin theta. So substitute, P is 4 into 10 raised to minus 9, E is 5 into 10 raised to 4, sin 30 is 1 by 2. Sin 30 is 1 by 2. So if you simplify, 5 4s are 20, 20 by 2 is 10. 10 into power simplify ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ you will have 10 raised to minus 5. So finally answer will be 10 raised to minus 4. So option B is the answer. Option B is the answer. Next, Fourth one, 4 charges plus Q plus 2Q plus Q and minus 2Q are placed at corners A, B, C, D respectively. So figure ಮೊದಲೇ draw ಮಾಡಿಟ್ಟೇನೆ to save the time. This point I will take it as A. Here charge is plus Q. This point I will take it as B. Here charge is plus 2Q. Then this point is C. Here charge is plus Q. And at point D, charge is minus 2Q. The force on a unit positive charge placed at center O. So this is center O, that is intersection of diagonals. You are required to find the direction of force along diagonal AC 0 perpendicular to AD and along diagonal BD. Now, if you observe the diagram, force due to charge at point A, positive adare, it will be towards O. So this I will take it as F1. Similarly, force due to charge at point B, that is plus 2Q away from positive. So this I will take it as F2. Due to charge at point C towards O, positive other away from positive. Point D negative other, so towards negative, this is F4. Now here, he has asked direction. Now, along AC, F1 and F3 will be equal and opposite because AO is equal to OC, and charge at point A is equal to charge at point C. Therefore, F1 is equal to F3. So, the resultant will be 0. Means in the direction along AC, there is no force resultant force. So, ಇದು ಮತ್ತು ಇದೇನಾಗ್ತದೆ cancel ಆಗ್ತದೆ. So, ಉಳಿತ only along BD. Now, if you take along BD, both are acting in same direction, that is from B to D. From B to D. So, direction is along BD. Along BD. Now, check the option along the diagonal BD. So, D is the answer. D is the answer. Clear adare? Next, if I take. So, if you feel it's helpful, so request you to please share with your friends and ask them to subscribe. Next, a particle of mass m, charge q is released from rest in an uniform electric field E. Neglecting effect of gravity, you are required to find kinetic energy after time t seconds. You are required to find kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is given by half mv square. So first you are required to find V. So if I take motion in a straight line formula, V is equal to U plus AT. So U is 0 from rest antane. So as he says, from rest U is 0. Acceleration is given by F by M. F is nothing but QE by M. Here charge is Q, so acceleration I will write it as QE by M into T. Now substitute this V value in equation 1. So if I substitute it in 1, kinetic energy will be half M. V square means Q square E square T square divided by M square. So 1 M gets cancelled. 1 M gets cancelled. You will have answer Q square E square T square divided by 2M. Check the options. E square Q square T square by 2M. Option C is the answer. Option C. Clear adare? Hope you are understanding and it is helpful to you. Next, if I take a 2-gram object. So mass of object he has given 2 gram. located in a region of uniform electric field 300 Newton per coulomb. ಆ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾನಂದ್ರೆ x direction ದಾಗ ಅದ. So in x direction you are having electric field E. The object is released from rest at x equal to 0 has kinetic energy of 0.12 joules at x equal to 0.5. So if I take, just for understanding, here x equal to 0, here x equal to 5 means x equal to 0.5, 0.5 means this distance is 0.5 meters. He has kinetic energy over here. Kinetic energy is 0.12 joules. You are required to find charge Q. You are required to find charge Q of that mass. So from work energy equation, I can write work done in moving from O to 0.5 means from 0 to 0.5 will be equal to kinetic energy gained by that charged particle. Work done is given by force into distance. Kinetic energy already has given 0.12. Force I can write in electrostatics as Q into E into D is equal to 0.12. So from definition of E I have written E is equal to F by Q. Therefore F is equal to Q into E. So F iddalli Q into E anta substitute madam. Now you are required to find Q. So Q is equal to 0.12 divided by E into D. E ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟನ್ರಿ 300. D means distance traveled is 0.5. 0.5. Now simplify, you will have the answer. So if you simplify, you will have the answer. So 0.12. So I will simplify in this form. 12 by 100 ಇಟ್ಕೋತೇನೆ. 300 into 0.5. So 300 0.5 means 1 by 2. So 2 will go to the numerator. 2 by 1 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ. So if I cancel 3 4s are 12, 4 2s are 8. So this is 8 divided by 10 raised to 4. So options ನೋಡಿ ಈಗ ಟಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ನೀವು. ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಅಂತೂ ಇಲ್ಲ, it has come. Positive means 8 ಅಂದ್ರೆ C is the answer. So ನೀವು ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡೋರಿದ್ರೆ just this is nothing but 8 into 10 raised to minus 4. 0 into ಮಾಡ್ರಿ 800 ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಇದು 10 raised to minus 6 ಆಗ್ತದೆ. That is 800 micro coulomb. 800 micro coulomb. That is option C. Clear adari? End tana bidisbekantiಲ್ಲ. The moment you come to know the answer, you tick it. ಮತ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ತನ ಬಿಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಡ್ರಿ. ಇದು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅದ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಏನ್ ಬಿಡಿಸಿದ್ದು ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ. ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ಇನ್ಫೈನೈಟ್. So E is given by lambda by 2 pi epsilon naught into R. So electric field is inversely proportional to R. So varies with distance as 1 by R. Option B. Next ತಗೊಂಡು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. A copper rod AB of length L is rotated about end A with constant angular velocity omega. So rough diagram ತೆಗೆದಿಟ್ಟೇನೆ. Rotated about end A ಅಂತಾನೆ. So this is A. ಇದು AB rod ಅದ. You can say it is rotating in anti-clockwise direction. ಹಿಂಗೆ rotate ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕತ್ತದ ಅಂತ ತೋರ್ತದೆ. You are required to find electric field at a distance x from the axis of rotation. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು distance x ಅಂತ ತಗೋತೇನೆ, ಇದು point P ಅಂತ ತಗೋತೇನೆ. Here you are required to find electric field. Now, when a particle or a body is having uniform circular motion, so there will be centripetal force. So that centripetal force is equal to here electric force ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. So centripetal force is equal to electric force. Centripetal force is given by formula mv square by r, where r is radius. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ p ಬೇಕ್ರಿ. So you are required to find at point p. So in place of r, mv square by r, you will have mv square by x. Electric field at distance x from the axis of rotation means you are required to find E. So this electric field, I will write it as E. Now, from relation between linear and circular motion, we know that V is equal to omega r. R is radius. Here r means x, so I can write it as omega into x. Omega into x. That is in place of V. So centripetal force is equal to electric force. Electric force is given by Q into E, not just E. It is Q into E. Now I will substitute. So M, V will be omega square into x square divided by x. Charge is, that is E into electric field E. So E will come to the denominator, 1x gets cancelled. So electric field is given by m omega square x divided by E. Now check the option, m omega square x by E. So option A is the answer. A is the answer. Clear adare? Next one. Next, a soap bubble is charged. So then its radius remains the same. Radius may increase or decrease. Radius increases, radius decreases. So again the soap bubble ada. Soap bubble means it will be hollow. Just one thin layer irtada. Solid sphere ಗತ್ಲೆ ಇದ್ರಾಗ ನಾವು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಕ್ ಬರುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಇದು ರೆಡ್ ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ಏನದ ಥಿನ್ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಅನ್ಬೋದು. If you want to charge a soap bubble, you are required to add protons or add electrons. Add electrons. So idrage thin layer irodrinda soap bubble is hollow. So if you want to charge it, you are required to add protons add ಮಾಡಕ್ ಬೇಕು, electrons ಆದ್ರೆ electrons add ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So add ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳಿರಿ, if you add, so ಇದು ರೆಡ್ ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಹತ್ರದ ಒಂದು ಲೇಯರ್ ಬರ್ತದ, ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದ. ಸೊ add ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಲ್ಲೋದು, so radius goes on increases. So when a soap bubble is charged, its radius increases ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Radius increases. Clear adare? Next, the electric field lines on the left have the separation on those on the right as shown in the figure. So have twice anta ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ separation. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ A ಗೇನು separation ಅದ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹತ್ರದ ಡಬಲ್ ಅದ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಬಲ್ ಅದ. If the electric field at A is 40, A ಗ 40 volt per meter ಅದ, you are required to find force at point B on 20 microcoulomb. So ಮತ್ತೆ ಎರಡು ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಬಿಡಿಸ್ಬೋದು. We know that E is equal to dV by dx. So only magnitude means negative sign I am leaving, only magnitude. So E ಮತ್ತು ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅದ್ರ ನಡು ಹೆಂಗೆ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಆಯ್ತ್ರಿ? ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ಲಿ ಆಯ್ತು, ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ಲಿ ಆಯ್ತು. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಸಪರೇಷನ್ dx ಡಬಲ್ ಆಯ್ತಂತ ತಿಳಿರಿ, ಡಬಲ್ ಆಯ್ತಂದ್ರೆ E becomes half, as it is inversely related, half ಆಗ್ತದೆ. So therefore EA is equal to 40 ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾನ, 40 volt per meter. B separation ಡಬಲ್ ಅದ, at point B separation ಡಬಲ್ ಅದ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ E ಏನಾಗ್ತದ್ರಿ? half ಆಗ್ತದ. So at B it will be 20 volt per meter. ಈಗ ನೀವು ಏನ್ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಬೇಕ? charge ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯಿರಿ. Sorry, you are required to find force on charge. So if I take at point B, force is given by Q into E. So charge at point B is 20 microcoulomb, 20 into 10 raised to minus 6. E ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂತ್ರಿ? E is 20 volt per meter. So 20 volt per meter. So just 20 ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ರೆ 20 into 20 400 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ಆನ್ಸರ್ C. So you will have 400 into 10 raised to minus 6, or you can say 4 into 10 raised to minus 4. Option C is the answer. Clear adare? So moment you come to know the answer, you bubble it. ದಂಡಿತನ ಬಿಡಿಸ್ಬೇಕಂತಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾವ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದ ಆ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ನೀವು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇಟ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಈಗ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ, a point charge cube is placed at the corner of a cube. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಅದ at point A. So point A ಏನದರಿ, ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಅದ Q ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. As shown in the figure, what is electric flux through phase A, B, C, D? So ಇದು hint ನೆನ್ಪಿಡ್ರಿ. So flux through phases which all touch the charge. Phases which all touches the charge. ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಟಚ್ ಆಯ್ತಂತ ಹೇಳಿರಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಆ ಫೇಸ್ ಇಂದ ಫ್ಲಕ್ಸ್ ಥ್ರೂ ದಟ್ ಫೇಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 0. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಫೇಸ್ ಟಚ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಕ್ಯೂಗೆ. ಇದು ಒಂದು ಎ ಬಿ ಸಿ ಡಿ. ಸೊ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ ಫ್ಲಕ್ಸ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಎ ಬಿ ಸಿ ಡಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದು ಟಚ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಎ ಬಿ ಜಿ ಎಚ್. ಸೊ ಫ್ಲಕ್ಸ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಎ ಬಿ ಜಿ ಎಚ್. ಹಂಗ ಇದು ಹಿಂದಿಂದ ಟಚ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಎ ಡಿ ಇ ಎಚ್. ಸೊ ಫ್ಲಕ್ಸ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಎ ಡಿ ಇ ಎಚ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ 0. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಿ? ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಿ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಿ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಅದರಿ? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, an infinite long thin straight wire has uniform charge density of 1/4 into 10 raised to minus 2 coulomb meter. So lambda ಕೊಟ್ಟಾನ. Uniform charge density, that is linear, lambda ಕೊಟ್ಟಾನ. You are required to find electric field E at 20 centimeters. R ಕೊಟ್ಟಾನ. So electric field due to thin wire is given by first problem ದಾಗ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು lambda divided by 2 pi epsilon naught R. ಸೊ ನಮಗೆ ಆರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾನೆ 20 ಸೆಂಟಿಮೀಟರ್ಸ್, ಲ್ಯಾಂಬ್ಡಾ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾನೆ ಈ ಕಂಡಿಡಿ. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಾಡಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈಯಿಂಗ್ ಡಿವೈಡಿಂಗ್ ಬೈ 2 ತಗೋತೇನೆ. ಐ ವಿಲ್ ರೈಟ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ 1/4 pi epsilon naught 2 lambda divided by r. ಅಂದ್ರೆ 2 ಮತ್ತು 4 ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮೇಲಿನ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾನ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತ್ರಿ? Because 1/4 pi epsilon naught value we are knowing and it is easy to solve. So now substitute 1/4 pi epsilon naught is 9 into 10 raised to 9. 2 lambda is 1/4 into 10 raised to minus 2. R value is 20 centimeters, that is 20 into 10 raised to minus 2 meters. If one step solve madri, you will get the answer. So one step simplify ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಇದು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, 10 ಆಯ್ತು, 9/4 ಉಳಿತು, 9/4. If I simplify the powers, 9 ದಾಗ 2 ಹೋಯ್ತಂದ್ರೆ 10 raised to 7. ಇದು 10 ಇದ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಹೋಯ್ತಂದ್ರೆ 10 raised to minus 1. Now you have the answer. So 9/4 means 4 2s 8, 2.25. ಇದು ಮೇಲ್ ಬಂತಂದ್ರೆ 8 ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಅದರಿ? ಇದು ನೆನ್ಪಿಡ್ರಿ. ಸೊ ಹೆಂಗಿಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಈ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಒಳಗೆ. ಸೊ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಪುಟ್ 2 into 3.14, 2 into 8.854 ಅದು ತಗೊಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಲೆಂದಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಜಸ್ಟ್ 1/4 epsilon naught ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ಇಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಈಸಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, an electric dipole is kept in a non-uniform electric field. It experiences ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಯಾನ. So when dipole is kept in uniform electric field, when it is placed in uniform electric field, F will be equal to 0 and there will be torque. When it is placed in a non-uniform electric field, it will be having both force and torque. ಎರಡು ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಟಾರ್ಕ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಥಿಯರಿ ಅನ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಸೊ ಇಂಥ ನಿಮ್ದು ಇವನ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ದೊಳಗು ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ದೆನ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ, a certain charge plus 2q is divided into two parts q1 and q2. Later the charges are placed at a certain distance. If the force of interaction between two charges is maximum, then, so ಇದು hint ನೆನ್ಪಿಡ್ರಿ. Suppose there is a charge q, I am taking general. If it is divided into two parts q1 and q2, for force between them to be maximum, q1 will be equal to q2 and that will be half of the main charge. So for F maximum, q1 will be equal to q2 and that will be equal to q by 2. So now coming to this problem. So instead of q there is 2q. It is divided into two parts q1 and q2. Means for maximum force between them is maximum antane. So for maximum force, q1 is equal to q2 and that is half of mean, means that is equal to q. Now he has asked q by q1. So idu q1 is also equal to q. Both get cancelled, you will have answer 1. Under option A is the answer. Clear adare? Hope it's very helpful. So again I request you to share with your friends and ask them to subscribe. ನಿಮ್ದು ವಾಟ್ಸಪ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಇದಿದೆ ಅದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ರಿ. ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ದವ್ರ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಆದಷ್ಟು ಕಳಿಸ್ರಿ. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಫೀಲ್ ದಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್. ಸೊ ಒನ್ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್, ಸೊ ನಾ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾವ, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿಂಟ್ ಅದ, along with that problem I am explaining those hints or shortcuts, or you may say tricks. So wherever I am telling the tricks, you can note down those tricks in a book. So it will be helpful to you in the exams. So ಯಾವ್ದು ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಅದಾವ ಅವು ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರೆದು ಇಟ್ಕೋರಿ. ಅವು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ನೋಡ್ಕೋರಿ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಆದಂಗೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಕಿಪ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡ್ರಿ. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ ಆ ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್. So if I take first problem over here, the force of repulsion between two identical positive charges when kept with a separation of r in air is F. Second part, half of the gap between charges is filled by dielectric slab of dielectric constant 4. Then the new force of repulsion between two charges. So second part ದಾಗ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, half dielectric slab ಹಾಕ್ತಾನೆ, half remains as it is air ಅದ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ನೋಡೋಣ ಅಥವಾ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ಕಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ. Then we will solve this problem. Within 2 steps you will have the answer. First general I will take. There are two charges. I will take this as plus q1 plus q2 separated by distance r. If these charges are in air ಒಳಗಿತ್ತಂತೇಳಿ, then force between them is given by 1/4 epsilon naught q1 into q2 divided by r square ಅಂತ is. Now suppose instead of air, if it is placed in a medium, ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಒಳಗೆ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಒಳಗೆ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಎಫ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into epsilon r ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತದೆ. epsilon r is called dielectric constant. ಕೆಲವು ಸಲ ನಾವು ಅದು ಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಡಿನೋಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. q1 into q2 by r square ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಈಗ ಇದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ದೀಸ್ ಟೂ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾಸ್ ಯು ಸ್ಟಡಿಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್. ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲೇನ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಕೇಳಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, 3 ಟೈಪ್ ತಗೊಂಡ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿರಿ. Now there are two charges q1 and q2 placed at point A and B ಅಂತ ತಗೋತೇನೆ, A and B. Now this total distance is r. Total distance is r. Now some part of the space between these two charges will be anta togotene. Here there is one type of dielectric medium. The dielectric constant I will take it as k1. Epsilon r badli k anta heli use ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. This distance r1 and remaining ಈ ಕಡೆ ಏನಾದ್ರಲ್ಲ k2 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ another dielectric medium and this distance is r2. Then the force between these two charges will be given by the force between these two charges, F will be equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 into q2. ಇಲ್ಲಿ change ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ change ಆಗ್ತದೆ. So you will have root of k1 into r1 plus root of k2 into r2 bracket square ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. This is a shortcut formula which you are required to remember. ಇದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. ರೆಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ನಮಗಷ್ಟು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ನಾವು ಇದು ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಹತ್ತೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಬಿಡಿಸ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಯು ಆರ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್ ಟು. Now here we will be using this one and solving the problem. So problem ತಗೊಂಡು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿರಿ, ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಓದೋಣ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, the force between two identical positive charges when kept with a separation of r in air is F. So he has given F. I will write here. F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught in air other. Both charges are equal to identical antana. So q1 q2 equal other. q1 into q2 andre q into q square ಆಗ್ತದೆ. distance is r, so r square ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಇದು first. Now he places it in a medium ಒಳಗೆ ಇಟ್ಟಾನ ಅಂತಾನೆ. half is filled with dielectric, half is air. ಈಗ ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಸೊ ಇದೇನು ಹೈಲೈಟ್ ಮಾಡೇನಲ್ರಿ, ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಸೊ k1 is equal to dielectric constant 4 ಅಂತಿತ್ತು, ಹಾಫ್ ಅಂದಾನ. ಸೊ r1 is equal to r by 2. ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಏನದಲ್ಲ ಏರ್ ಅದ. ಸೊ ಏರ್ ಡೈಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ 1 ಫಾರ್ ಏರ್. ಇದ್ರದ್ದು ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟದ ರೀ, r by 2 ಅದ. Now I will substitute in formula. I will write this as f dash, which we are required to find. F dash is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. q1 and q2 are same, so q square divided by root of k1. So root of 4 into r by 2 plus root of 1 into r by 2 bracket square. Step simplify ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, this is q square divided by root 4 is 2 to cancel ಆಗಿ ಇದು r ಆಗ್ತದೆ. root 1 is 1, so ಇದು r by 2 bracket square. ಈಗ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದಂದ್ರೆ you will have the answer. So if you simplify, ಈ ಕಡೆ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. I take f dash is equal to 1 by 4 by epsilon naught q square. So LCM togondre r plus r by 2 will be 3r by 2. So 3r by 2 bracket square. So you will have 1 by 4 by epsilon naught. Simplify ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 4 ಮೇಲೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಕೆಳಗೆ 3 q square by ಕೆಳಗೆ 9 ಆಗ್ತದೆ 3 square 9 divided by r square. So this is equal to 4 by 9 1 by 4 by epsilon naught q square by r square. So this term is f. First equation 1 ದೊಳಗಿಂದ substitute ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 4 by 9 f. Option check ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. D is the answer. D is the answer. Clear ಅದರಿ? ಈಗ ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ನೋಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಡ್ರಿ, ಮುಂದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಹಿಂಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ದಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ಕಟ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾವ I will be telling there, so please note down those shortcuts. Second, if I take, it is simple. The magnitude of a point charge due to which electric field at 30 cm away has a magnitude of 2 Newton per coulomb will be. E ಕೊಟ್ಟಾನ, R ಕೊಟ್ಟಾನ, you are required to find Q. So if I take formula of E is equal to 1 by 4 by epsilon naught, I will take it as 9 into 10 raised to 9 into Q divided by R square. I am required to find charge Q. So Q is equal to cross multiply ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತೇನೆ E into R square divided by 9 into 10 raised to 9. So E is 2, electric field away 2 Newton per coulomb. R square 30 centimeter antane, convert it into meters. So here R is equal to 30 centimeter. So meter ಒಳಗೆ convert ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ we will have 0.3 meters. So 0.3 bracket square divided by 9 into 10 raised to 9. If I simplify this, 2 into 0.3 square will be 0.09 divided by 9 into 10 raised to 9. So if you simplify this 0.09, ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ನಂದು 2 ಬರ್ತದಂತ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ, 9 ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಡ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಬೇಕಿತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ 2 into 9 into 10 raised to minus 2, 0.09 I have written it as 9 into 10 raised to minus 2 divided by 9 into 10 raised to 9. So 9 gets cancelled, 2 ulitade. Directly you can take A is the answer. So the moment you come to know the answer, you stop the calculation. If you want, just I will simplify another step. 9 male togondre will have 2 into 10 raised to minus 11 coulomb. So ಅಲ್ಲಿ CET ದೊಳಗದು. ಸೊ ನಿಮಗೆ ಯಾವ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್, ಆ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 3 point charges plus 2q plus 2q and minus 4q are placed at corners A, B and C of equilateral triangle of side x. The magnitude of electric dipole moment of the system is asked. So I will take this point as A here, plus 2q charge is placed. This point I will take it as B here, plus 2q. This point I will take it as C. Igili minus 4q other. He has asked dipole moment. So minus 4q I will write it as minus 2q ಅಂತ separate ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. 1 minus 2q ಏನದರಲ್ಲ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ A ಜೊತೆ it will form a dipole. Another minus 2q it point B ದೊಳಗೆ ಏನು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಅದ ಅದರ ಜೊತೆ ಒಂದು ಡೈಪೋಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Distance is x, ಇದು x ಅದ, ಇದು x ಅದ. So dipole moment will be acting from negative to positive. So ಈ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ದಾಗ ಇದು P ಅನ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ P1. ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಅದ, distance same other, so dipole moment remains the same. So from negative to positive is P. As it is an equilateral triangle, angle this is 60 degree. This angle is 60. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು hint ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. Now you are required to find the magnitude of electric dipole moment of the system ಅಂತಾನೆ. ಈಗ if two equal vectors are there, if P is equal to Q, means two equal vectors, angle between them is 60 degree, then resultant R is given by root 3 into P. R is given by root 3 into P. So ಇದು hint ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ನೀವು ಪ್ಲೇ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ಕಟ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ಲಿಂಕ್ ನಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ ದಿ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ಕಟ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಆರ್ ಡೂ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ I have given there. So you can go through all those shortcuts. It will be helpful for your competitive exams. ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಅದಾವೆ, ಮತ್ತು ಟಫ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ. ಈಗ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್, ಒಂದ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಮುಗಿತದ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ಸೊ ಡೈಪೋಲ್ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಏನದ, 2a into q, where 2a is distance, q is charge. So if you apply to this problem, charge is plus 2q or 2q, distance is x, so x into 2q, or you can say 2q into x. ಈಗ ಇದನ್ನ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ಕಟ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದಂತೀರಿ. ಸೊ resultant will be given by one step, that is direct root 3 into p. Substitute the value, root 3 into 2q into x. Options nodri, root 3 ಒಂದತ್ರೊಳಗ ಅದ, so a is the answer. 2 root 3 into qx ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ answer. So again you note down this hint, it will be very much helpful. So if two vectors are there, angle between them is 60, then resultant is given by root 3 into p ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಅದರಿ? Then next ತಗೊಂಡ್ವಿ ಅಂತ ತಿಳಿರಿ. Next problem, 4 into 10 raised to 10 electrons are removed from a neutral metal sphere of diameter 20 centimeters. Diameter ಕೊಟ್ಟಾನ. You are required to find the magnitude of electric field at a distance of 20 centimeters from center ante. So there is a metal sphere, one metal sphere ada, diameter 20 ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾನ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ radius ಎಷ್ಟಾಯ್ತ್ರಿ, 10 centimeter ಆಯ್ತು. You are required to find electric field at a distance of 20 centimeters from the center, ಅಂದ್ರೆ 20 centimeters point ಹೊರಗೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ. This is distance from center. So R is equal to 20 into 10 raised to minus 2 meters. So point sphere ಅದು ಹೊರಗೆ ಅದ ಅಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅದ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ 0. ಸೊ ಎ ಅಂತೂ ಆಗುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮತ್ತೆ ಒಮ್ಮೆ 0 ಅಂತ ಟಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡ್ರಿ. ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ರಿಮೂವ್ಡ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾನ. ಸೊ q is equal to n into e ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ದಿಸ್ is charged sphere. You are required to find electric field. So E is equal to 9 into 10 raised to 9 into q. Q ಅಂದ್ರೆ n into e divided by r square. So substitute ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ಎರಡು ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ you will have the answer. So 9 into 10 raised to 9. Number of electrons removed is 4 into 10 raised to 10. Charge of electron is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. Whole divided by r square. R is 20 into 10 raised to minus 2 bracket square. So simplify ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ, we will have the value of E. So numerator ಒಳಗೆ 9 into 4 into 1.6 into 10 raised to, powers simplify ಮಾಡ್ರೆ 10 plus 9 19 19 19 ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ, so there will be no 10, so ಇದು ಹೋಯ್ತು. ಸೊ ಇದು ಒಂದು 0 ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ 2 into 10 raised to minus 1 ಆಗ್ತದೆ. 2 into 10 raised to minus 1, so ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 4 into 10 raised to minus 2. Correct adari? So this will be 2 into 10 raised to minus 1. 2 square 4, 10 raised to minus 1 is 10 raised to minus 2. So 4 gets cancelled. So ಈಗ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು 16 9s are 144. So ನಂದು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಡಿ will be the answer. ನೀವು ಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ this is 9 into 16 by 10 ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊತೇನೆ, by 10 into 10 raised to minus 2. So 16 into 9 is 144. 1 10 raised to minus 1 ಆದ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ 10 ಆಗ್ತದೆ. You will get 1446. So ಆಗಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, the moment you get the answer ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಬಿಡಿಸೋದು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಬಬಲ್ ದಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್, 2 spheres of electric charges plus 2 nanocoulomb and minus 8 nanocoulomb are placed at a distance d apart ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. So there are 2 spheres. So one sphere ಅಂತ ತಗೋತಾನೆ, so another sphere having a charge plus 2 nanocoulomb and another is having minus 8 nanocoulomb. They are separated by a distance d. ಎರಡು ನಡು distance d. If they are allowed to touch each other, so ಎರಡು ಒಂದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಟಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. When you touch 2 spheres, there is a redistribution of a charge. There is a redistribution of charge. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ರೀಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಅದು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಯು ಆರ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ಅಲ್ಜಿಬ್ರಿಕ್ ಸಮ್, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ಲಸ್ 2 minus 8 ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ you'll get minus 6 nanocoulomb. This much charge remains when you touch each other. So there will be flow of charges. So minus 6 nanocoulomb ಉಳಿತದೆ. What is the new distance between them to get repulsive force of same magnitude ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. As before. So ಮೊದಲಷ್ಟಿತ್ತು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. 2 spheres are separated. So this distance you are required to calculate. I will take it as r, which you are required to find. ಈಗ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ is equally distributed among both. minus 6 ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಎರಡತ್ರೊಳಗೆ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಇದ್ರಾಗ minus 3 nanocoulomb ಉಳಿತದೆ, ಇದ್ರಾಗ minus 3 nanocoulomb ಉಳಿತದೆ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಅದರಿ? ಈಗ ಎರಡು ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಈಗ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಿಫೋರ್. ಸೊ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆಸ್ f1. ಸೊ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಬಿಡ್ತೇನೆ, ಪ್ರಪೋರ್ಷನಲ್ ಟು q1 into q2 ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ r ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ d ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಅದ. ಸೇಮ್ ಎರಡನೇದಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೋದಂತೇಳಿ ಇಫ್ ಐ ರೈಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್, f2 is proportional to q1 into q2 3 into 3 divided by r square. What he says, force of same magnitude antana, means he has given f1 is equal to f2. So f1 f2 equate madri, one step you will have the answer. So if I take f1 is equal to f2, so if I substitute 2 into 8 16 by d square is equal to f2 is 3 into 3 9 by r square. ಎಲ್ಲ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಅದಾವ್ರಿ. ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ರೂಟ್ ತಗೋತೇನೆ. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಐ ಟೇಕ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ರೂಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ 4 by d is equal to 3 by r, cross multiply, you will get r is equal to 3d by 4. Cross multiply ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ r is equal to 3d by 4. So new distance is 3d by 4. So option C is the answer. So again you are required to remember redistribution of charge. So if you touch, there will be redistribution of charge. So ಇಂಥವು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ನೋಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಡ್ರಿ, so that it will be helpful for you in future. Next, if I take, if EAX and EEQ represent electric field at a point on axial and equatorial line of a dipole, if the distance r from the center of dipole is then ಅಂತ ಹೇಳದ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಅದ ಒಂದ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್. ಸೊ ಡೈಪೋಲ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೂ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ minus q and plus q. So dipole axis direction will be from negative to positive. So electric field on an axial line. So ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬರ್ತದ axial line EAX. ಅದ್ರ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳಿರಿ. So formula will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2p by r cube, where r is the distance from center. ಈಗ ಇಕ್ವಿಟೋರಿಯಲ್ ಲೈನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ತಗೊಂಡ್ವಿ ಅಂತ ತಿಳಿರಿ. ಇಕ್ವಿಟೋರಿಯಲ್ ಲೈನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ತಗೊಂಡ್ವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಇರ್ತದ, ಈ ಇಕ್ವಿಟೋರಿಯಲ್. ಇದ್ರದ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ತಗೊಂಡ್ವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught p by r cube ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಎರಡು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ axial is towards right, equatorial is towards left. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಒಂದು ಮೈನಸ್ ಬರ್ಬೇಕಂದಂಗ ಅದು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು. axial ಒಳಗೆ 2p ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ ಅಂತ ತಿಳಿರಿ, axial ದೊಳಗೆ ಏನದ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಬಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಕ್ವಿಟೋರಿಯಲ್. ಸೊ ಡಬಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಕ್ವಿಟೋರಿಯಲ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಸೈನ್ ಅಪೋಸಿಟ್, ಸೊ ಮೈನಸ್. Option C is the answer. Option C is the answer. Clear adare? Next ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ, an electron of mass m, charge E, falls through a distance h meter in an uniform electric field. Mass m, charge E, height h, electric field E. Time of fall ಕೇಳೋಣ, T ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯಬೇಕು. So we use equation of motion of a straight line, that is height ಕೊಟ್ಟಾನೆ s is equal to ut plus half at square. So release ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, initial velocity 0 ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ, h is equal to half. Acceleration is given by qe by m, that is a is equal to Newton's second law ದಿಂದ F is equal to ma ದಿಂದ a is equal to f by m, f ಅಂದ್ರೆ q into e. So half q ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನದರಿ, ಚಾರ್ಜ್ e ಅದ, e by mass m into t square. t ಕೆಳನ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತೇನೆ, t square will be equal to 2hm divided by small e into capital. Now take the root, you will have the answer. So ಇಷ್ಟರ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು. ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್, A is the option. 2hm by e into e. So option A is the answer. Clear adare? Next ತಗೊಂಡ್ವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, next one, two spheres carrying charges plus 6 microcoulomb and plus 9 microcoulomb are separated by distance d. Are separated by distance d. Experiences a force F anta. So two spheres are there. Again, one is having plus 6 microcoulomb charge. Another one is having plus 9 microcoulomb charge. Separated by distance d. Experiences force F antane. So I can say F is proportional to 6 into 9 divided by d square. This is the first. When a charge of minus 3 microcoulomb is given to both these spheres and kept at same distance as before, new force of repulsion you are required to find. So minus 3 microcoulomb is added. ಎರಡಕ್ಕೂ add ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. And same distance ಅಂತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ minus 3 ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಪ್ಲಸ್ 3 ಉಳಿತದೆ, 3 microcoulomb. ಎರಡನೇದಕ್ಕೆ -3 ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 6 ಉಳಿತದೆ, 6 ಮೈಕ್ರೋಕೂಲಮ್. ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಸೇಮ್, d ಸೇಮ್ ಅದ. You are required to find a new force, so I will take it as f dash. So f dash will be proportional to 3 into 6 divided by d square. Distance d ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟು. ಈಗ ಮತ್ತೆ ಎರಡು ಒಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಅಥವಾ ಈಕ್ವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಂಗೆ. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಟೇಕ್ f dash by f, f dash we are required to find. 3 into 6, 18 by d square divided by f. 6 into 9, I will keep it as it is, 6 into 9 by d square. So d square cancel ಆಗ್ತದೆ, f dash will be equal to 18 by 6 into 9 into f. Simplify ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, 9 2s are 18, 2 3s are, so you will get f by 3. f by 3 ಬರ್ತದೆ. So option D is the answer. Option D is the answer. Clear adari? Next one. Pick out the statement which is incorrect. So theoretical other, such type he may ask in board also. Read the options, which you feel is wrong, you just tick it. First option, the electric field lines form closed loop. So this is wrong, incorrect other. So answer is option A. Magnetic field, suppose there is a magnet north south, magnetic field lines lines form a closed loop. Olagu lines pass ಆಗ್ತವ, they form a closed loop. Charges they just start from the surface and end at the surface. So ಒಳಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ಕಡೆ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ದಿಂದ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಬರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. It will be again from positive to negative, and inside a body there will be low lines. So option A is the answer. Next one, the angle between dipole moment and electric field at any point on equatorial line is. So dipole again I will take, so consists of two charges equal minus q plus q. So dipole moment will be acting from negative to positive. So dipole moment direction P, the direction will be from negative to positive. If you take equatorial line, electric field due to equatorial line will be in this direction. Electric field due to equatorial line. So if you observe the direction, P right kada, P direction kadari, electric field on equatorial line E direction dagada. So angle between these two is how much? 180 degree, not 0. 0 ಯಾವಾಗ ಆಗ್ತವ? If they are in a same direction, ಎರಡು ಥರದ್ದು direction same ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ 0. ಇಲ್ಲಿ opposite ಅದ ಅಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ answer is 180. That is option D is the answer. Next, a spherical conductor of radius 2 cm is uniformly charged with 3 nanocoulomb. What is electric field at a distance 3 centimeters from the center? So 3 is greater than 2, so you will have electric field. So R is equal to 3 into 10 raised to minus 2 meters. You are required to find electric field. So direct formula substitute madri, simplify madri, you will have the answer. In 2 steps you will get. So E is equal to 9 into 10 raised to 9. Charge is 3 nanocoulomb, 3 into 10 raised to minus 9 divided by R square. Directly I will write 9 into 10 raised to minus 4. So 9 gets cancelled, 10 raised to plus 9 minus 9 gets cancelled. So answer will be 3 into 10 raised to 4. So check the options. A is the answer. Next, what is the nature of Gaussian surface involved in Gauss law of electrostatics? What is the nature of Gaussian surface? So bhal mandi idu confusion dolagiruttare. If you take a definition of flux, flux is given by E cos theta into ds, where ds is cross sectional area or you can say it is E into ds into cos theta. So dot product ತಗೊಂಡ್ವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿರಿ, dot product is given by E dot ds. So in dot product result will be scalar. So flux ಏನದರಲ್ಲ ಇದು scalar ಆಯ್ತು. These two will be vectors. These two will be vectors. So Gaussian surface means here ds. So it is a vector, means option C is the answer. Option C is the answer. Clear adare? Next, two equal and opposite charges of masses m1 and m2 are accelerated in an uniform electric field. Two equal opposite uniform electric field ಒಳಗೆ accelerate ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ through same distance. Ratio of their mass he has given. You are required to find the ratio of their acceleration, means a1 by a2 you are required to find. So ಹಿಂದೆ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು, ನ್ಯೂಟನ್ಸ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಲಾ, that is F is equal to ma ದಿಂದ we write it as A is equal to F by m. F is given by QE by m. Now here if you read the question, two equal and opposite charges, so Q is constant. Same electric field ಒಳಗೆ ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, therefore E is also constant. So you can say A is inversely proportional to m, means directly in one step you will have A1 by A2 is equal to M2 by M1. So M1 by M2 is 0.5, 0.5 is nothing but 1 by 2. So substitute ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಮೇಲೆ 2 ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಕೆಳಗೆ 1 ಬರ್ತದೆ, that is 2. Means option A is the answer. Option A is the answer. Clear adare? Next, if a charge on body is 1 nanocoulomb, how many electrons are present in the body? Again you should remember this. So 1 coulomb is equal to 6.25 into 10 raised to 18 electrons. This is direct ನೆನಪಿಡ್ರಿ. So 1 coulomb is equal to 6.25 into 10 raised to 18 electrons. This you are required to remember. ಹೀಗೆ ಇದ್ರಾಗ substitute ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, in one step you will have answer. So as asked 1 nanocoulomb means multiply both side by 10 raised to minus 9. So this is 6.25 into 10 raised to 18 into 10 raised to minus 9. LHS will become 1 nanocoulomb. Here if you simplify 6.25 into 10 raised to 9. So option D is the answer. Clear adare? This is about MCQs from KCET previous question papers of first topic. Again in next video we will see MCQs from another topic. So if you like it and feel it helpful, please share with all your friends.